Hello everyone, welcome back to Mammal 3. So it's actually been quite a few days since I last recorded this game, but let's get back on the grind. Maybe, I'm hoping to finish tier 6 this weekend, so it won't obviously be in this video, because we have quite a few stages still left to go. Oh, 7 elements and 18 trickster tokens, so there could be 6 stages at most, unless one has multiple elements, and then of course the boss. So I'm gonna play with Mega Pony because this character only got 2 stages so far. So let's give him some more screen time. I talked to you, didn't I? Yes, I did. I remember. And here was Stoolwoman stage. Yes. That is where I left off, so alright, there's a secret here. But we'll come back to that. That's probably something you're meant to do on the way back. So, who are you? Man. I'm one of this lab's most valuable employees. Not only do I know a thing or two about ice, but I also have the finesse to smash it to pieces. They call me the Maker and Breaker. I think it's a cool nickname. You do you, buddy. Oh, why is there a gap in the ceiling? What are you, Telltale? I don't know why I bother showing up for work. What am I even doing here? You're getting paid. Believe me, when you don't have to do work and get paid for, that's a privilege. We need you to control the weather just in case, they say. Well, it's never not cold here, and that's all they want. Maybe one day they'll all go crazy and decide they want this place to be a swimming pool instead. Maybe that's my destiny. But for now, let's deal with 111th place. Hornet Man got a new stage by 8JKN4. With an overall score of 47.60, so we're slowly edging towards the middle ground of 50 points. So, what do we have here? A 61 from Flashman, then 40s and a 37 from Shin. Oh, we didn't get a lot of score for creativity, but aesthetics pretty, functionality good, decent fun, and design fine. So, let's see, wait, what was it called? Hornet Man got a new stage. One of each. Hornet Dance! Hell yeah! I mean, why did I not expect this to be the song? Alright, let's see this Hornet Man upgrade and make sure both are off. Yes, they are. Perfect. Oh no, this is going to become one of those stages where I'm going to focus on the gameplay and music more than... Sorry, not the gameplay. Just the song. Oh yes, you, I remember you. I very much remember you. Oh, this might be the secret. Yep. Bees! I remember that one rambling level from tier 1. Yeah. The bees are back. Just please don't give me a double Hornet Man, because that wasn't fun. Hanabiran, I think is your name. I wasn't sure if you can go through those platforms. Oh wow, you really do not have a lot of HP. Okay, just out of curiosity, is there anything to the right? No. Alright, Mega Pony, save the day. Hanabiran as an enemy? What? Okay. Another Hanabiran? Okay. Using you as an enemy with much less HP. An interesting concept. Definitely. Bees! Right? No. Oh yes, I remember these platforms. I very much do. Ow! Ow! The bees! Attack of the killer bees! Here we're gonna go! It doesn't look like I can go to the right, so I'm just gonna assume you can't. Okay, let's try again. Maybe the token is here. No, it's just the exact same. Why did you drop a W tank? I'm worried now. Chibi? How did you find me? Are you expecting some kind of secret? Yes. Hi. Oh well, I guess I can tell you one. Honey Woman is hidden in the garden. You should probably try to find and defeat her. I bet she will give you a prize if you do. Garden? Honey Woman's in the stage. Fitting. Oh my god, there's a jewel hunt. Oh, I'm so dying here, by the way. Yeah. Oh. Everlasting harmony. Harmony, yes. Oh, I messed up. Where am I meant to go? I really wasn't sure. Oh, there's a platform at the bottom I didn't see. Makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't see that. So, Honey Woman's hidden in the garden. Okay, let's keep exploring. Really? Forget your name. Is it Baton or something like that? Oh, you! The aggressive bee, Hornet. Now, that looks tempting to go down. That really does. Whoa! You know what? Let's do it. I'm doing it. Didn't pay off. Okay. At least we've tested science. I mean, the background basically scrolls, so that's completely fair. Oh no, don't respawn the bees or the hornets. Oh. Now there's blocks down there, but I don't think I can get to them, so... To the right. So what's to the... No! Maybe this is the garden. Did I pick progress or did I pick the side path? I don't know. Well, time will tell. So aggressive. Oh, you! I mean, we know how to deal with you. And we've fought you so many times. Let's speed the process up. Now, is that the boss of the stage? Or is that Honey Woman? Ah, I picked right! Is that actually going to make a difference? I'm not sure if it is. Okay, that was quite bad. I couldn't jump there. It just thinks I'm really bad. Honey Woman, don't despawn! Okay. Beautiful. Let's get... Let's get back on the main path. Oh, you shoot from your unicorn. That's so cool. Okay, still going down. Ah, and then this is where the stage would have connected if I went down. I see. So now is it just Hornet Man? Yes, very fitting. Okay, so you seem relatively trivial compared to Honey Woman at least. Goodbye, Hornet Man. Wow, that was a really good stage. I have no complaints. That was just a very well constructed stage overall. Very, very good work. And I got through it first try with everything, so this will not be a long video. Time to see what the judges thought of it. Hornet Man got a new stage. Mick, 43. It's Hornet Man's stage, but different. At least I think it is. Yeah, not a lot of creativity points still work here. The gimmicks are pretty much the same as regular Hornet Man, and the one difference, the grasshopper, doesn't feel like it changes a whole lot. As for the enemies, the vast majority of Hornet Man's silly and quirky enemies were replaced with bees. Lots and lots of bees. Like if I didn't know any better, I'd think Dr. Bees made this level. Anyway, it's different from the original stage, sure, but it's considerably less interesting. For some more specific details of concern, Hanabiran isn't the sort of enemy that you want to use 5 times or more in a single level. While it never quite gets to the irritation a lot of people get from the original flower ode, to what seems to be lower HP, it's still excessive. Especially when there's 2 of them. More importantly, there's a few glitches on the Honey Woman route, including some missing solids and a suicidal boss. She almost jumped off screen for me. Almost. Outside of that, the level's inoffensive, but not great. It has a difficulty curve to it, and it strives to have a decent variety of what it's got. But it's remarkably boring, and probably longer than necessary. I'd rather play the original stage. Shin, 37. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little intrigued when I first saw the name of the stage. I don't find Hornet Man's original level to be all that exciting, so I was interested to see a different take that would hopefully improve upon the original shortcomings. Unfortunately, I left the stage feeling more or less the same way I did about the official version. The main issue I have here is that not enough was done with the gimmick, to the extent that in some way it does even less than Hornet Man's original level. Each one is used in roughly the same way but with incredibly minor variations. It's unfortunate, considering how much potential the Boca Zurax and rolling platforms have, but nothing interesting was done with them. The only thing that really sees any notable use here is Hanabiran, and that's mainly due to him showing up way too much throughout the whole stage, although thankfully they seem to have reduced health. Aside from that, along with the lack of collision on the ceiling tiles in the room after beating Honey Woman, there's not much else to talk about with this one. The actual level design itself is average, and the lack of creativity with the accompanying gimmicks ends up making this stage pretty forgettable in the long run. Patchy, 48. Dollar Store Hornet Man. It's Hornet Man but with more bees? And that's pretty much it. Can't say I'm particularly too impressed with this one. It's not a bad stage by all means, but it just doesn't do enough to make itself stand out from being just a sloppy rehearsal of Hornet Man stage. Those grasshoppers from Bright Man did add a bit of flavour to the stage, but they weren't prominent enough to change the overall dynamic. The mini-boss spawning prevents screen transitions, and it seems that it's not intentional. It's not conveyed to the player enough that they have to defeat the mini-bosses in order to progress. It's especially rough at the ending section, which is a long room. If you choose to ignore the guy at the beginning, you will then stumble on the hard truth when you reach the boss door and are not able to open it. The boss is just Hornet Man. The gasp, really no surprise there. There is a secret battle with Honeywoman who isn't really much of a secret to find, considering I just stumbled into the path to her without even realizing on my first playthrough. Ironically, finding the B NPC who was hinting at her presence was more hidden than Honeywoman herself. Oh dear. Oh, Flashman of the 60s, so they enjoyed this one. 61. Not to be outdone by Cutman and his new warehouse, Hornet Man also went out and got a new stage. I've never been the biggest fan of Hornet Man, the boss or the stage, so I like the idea of a remake. This remake doesn't change my opinion, but it's not a bad effort. Despite sticking too closely to the source material in some regards, gimmick use, mini-boss / boss room architecture, aesthetics, the level has its own identity. There's a cohesive theme, a steady difficulty curve, a focused variety of challenges, though perhaps a bit heavy on Hanabiran, and adequately spaced checkpoints. All the big picture stuff is in good shape. However, the level doesn't hold up as well under closer scrutiny. Players may be in for a deadly surprise if they mistake the first pair of spikes for background decoration, or enter certain screens from the wrong angle, or assume that the only bottomless bit is obviously a sprint edition. Players may also get confused or stuck if they fail to defeat Hanabiran before reaching the end of the scrolling section. Oh, it's the ones that were used as enemies. Oh, I see. No, I didn't fall into that because I defeated every enemy along the way. Several screens have nearly decent challenges that just need some finessing, e.g. the dual Hanabiran mini-boss. Anything with the painfully evil Hornet, but the Honeywoman path needs an overhaul. The one-way transition and checkpoint make it look like you missed a secret, plus it cuts short the challenge arc with the crickets. An entire ceiling is missing collision. The difficult and interesting fight of Honeywoman makes Hornet Man feel disappointing and redundant a couple screens later. The ideas are good, the length and pacing are just right, and for a tile set, I'm not wild about. The graphics look pretty nice, more risk with novel combinations, e.g. Hanabiran plus Bokazurak, and more attention to detail, perhaps via more extensive / diverse playtesting would go a long way. An Ace, 49. Recreating a Robot Master stage and entering a level creation contest with it is already an uphill battle, and unfortunately this stage does not add enough revisions or novelty to the original. For the most part, Hornet Man did most of the stage first and actually did it better, especially the Hornet roll platform. These were wasted in the level. Having almost every enemy as a bee might have been thematic, but it really cut down on the enemy variety in the stage. As the stage is garden related, you could have added in some of the other insect themed enemies, either instead of or on top of your selection. The entire thing became predictable, and the Hornets from the Wonder Swan game were a particular nuisance here. There are a couple of specific frustrations. One is the first spike, which are attached to the creation so that they blend totally into the background, and the player can walk into easily. Another is the third grasshopper, which timed very awkwardly with the Hornet. You cannot hit them, or the grasshopper is on the ground. Or when the grasshopper jumps, the Hornets dive and hit the player oftentimes, making it very difficult to avoid them. I really like the idea of turning Hanabiran into a normal enemy, although it did still act as a mini-boss and lock screen transitions. Ignoring the flower is basically a death sentence in the last room as you get yourself stuck. Oh really? Still, its lowered health does make the fight against two of them alongside the clock arm much less frustrating, but it was still a bit irksome. Using the flower clock does make the Honeywoman fight more interesting. Unfortunately, the stage then ends on a box standard Hornet Man fight, which was quite the anticlimax. Fighting Honeywoman skips the final room entirely, so having two paths to the end doesn't help the stage in the slightest, really. So, I'm gonna agree with the judges for the most part. This is a fine stage, it's enjoyable to play, it's a good stage, it's well constructed. But, at the end of the day, it's still a Hornet Man remix. It's not a stage that has its own identity of being a remake. It's not going to be something I will remember after playing 10 more stages. It wasn't the best Hornet Man remix I've ever played. It probably could have played around a bit more with the gimmicks and enemies it chose. Maybe replacing all enemies as bees wasn't the best choice. ensuring that you can't leave the room if you need the boss to be defeated to enter the boss gate. That's a major oversight. You just need to do a bit more playtesting to avoid things like that. But besides that, this stage is perfectly fine. It's adequate. It's good. It's entertaining. It's not frustrating. But it's just not going to be memorable in a contest like this. Although, again, not a bad stage, so good job on that front. And with that said, let's take a quick refreshing pause and I'll be right back.